We are in Spencer, Indiana, which is in Owen County. It's about an hour south of Indianapolis, about 20 miles west of Bloomington. Site's been here since the early 80s. 10 years ago, started a project to leverage technology that we had inside Boston Scientific to deliver the first single-use scope for endoscopy application, which was Spyglass. That was followed by LithoVue, which was the first urology single-use scope, and have been partnering with our urology and endoscopy R&D partners set in Marlborough, Massachusetts. We're on our 5th generation of single-use scopes, which has really changed the technical complexity of the products we make.
So when we think about innovation is, what clinical outcome are we trying to address? So everything that we do is created toward that clinical outcome. What's really interesting is we're an operations facility where we build product, but the people here understand how those products are used and work collaboratively with our R&D partners in Marlborough to address those clinical needs. And through that, we come up with some really cool product design ideas, but also some really neat processing technologies.
The evolution of the image quality on DS and to DS2 from the original fiber optic system, it's definitely cool to enable our physicians to explore into an anatomy, into a clinical space they hadn't necessarily seen as well before, to kind of give them a tool and say, what can you find with this, right? What other disease states or preventative measures or therapeutic outcomes can you achieve with seeing in a place that we've never really seen before, right? So it started out fiber optically with, we'll take what we can get. DS is a significant leap forward and DS2 is another leap forward.
It means a lot to the community to work here. We're saving lives. The parts that we make is going inside another human being. Could be one of my relatives, you know? You have to pay attention to detail, make it right the first time, and make sure that it's right every time.
So Fiber Route and Stack's main function is to build the inside part of the handle. What this does is make sure that the handle works correctly. They put all the different things in there. They also introduced the camera at this point. Our camera is very, very small. This is where the operator will take and look through the microscope. They're going to glue the POF fibers down into the device. The fibers are what actually light up the device. We always double check and make sure all of our cameras work. We want to make sure all of our handles function 100% and that they reach a certain angle. We want to make sure that we test our lights. We want to make sure our lights or our lumens are bright enough so the doctors can see everything that they're doing to make sure that our device doesn't just function properly, but it is the optimal device. It is the best device that it can be.
We talk about hitting the bullseye, and the center of the bullseye is the patient. And that's what our target is, and that's our core purpose. And all the other things that you think about as a company, from continuous improvement, cost reductions, those are on the outer circles. We got to get the patient right first, and then we worry about those other things that you think of that a business typically is concerned about. Our hourly count boards out on our production lines don't say number of products produced per hour, it's patient lives impacted per hour.